Sup guys, how's it going? Dark.Pch here. Today I am going to give you guys an in-depth tutorial on Peach's movement, like how she can move, really fast left and right. I feel like Peach has the best movement option in the game. I came up with a term for it. It's called QFR, which stands for Quick Float Release. Quick Float Release, QFR. So yeah, let's get right to it, man. Pick her. Oh, and the reason I'm looking down instead of up at the screen is because I play with the gamepad. I'm looking into learning it with the GameCube controller, but the reason I use the gamepad because I feel like dash dancing is a little easier. So that's the reason I personally use the gamepad. And I've been playing with the the 3DS since Smash release, so it's kind of like the 3DS, except now I have an analog, and this I don't really use because I do my smash attacks manually. I don't really need a C-stick to do my aerials or smash attacks, but that's just me, man. I'm a rebel. Alright, so let's get right to it. Pick this stage, I kinda like the song here. Alright, so for those that are unfamiliar with Peach's movement and don't know what I am talking about, it's basically this. See that? So that is QFRing. Now, those want to know how I actually do it. Now it's time for me to reveal the secret. Woo! Alright, so here we go. The first thing you want, well, first let's talk about what is it that I am actually doing to move like that. What I am doing is basically using her floating and her dash dancing. I'm putting those two things together to create this. So let's start with something slow just to get used to it. First, you want to ground float, right? Ground float. Practice ground floating. Practice walking and then ground floating. Then once you get that, practice running and then ground floating. So yeah, step number one, just practice, ground floating. Basically, now that I got the camera like this, I can just show you. Okay, I press this and then down. So basically, you press jump and then down. So the moment you press jump, press down. Some people, they hold down and then jump. However way you want to do it, doesn't really matter. So you do it that way, you get floating. Let me see if I could get a little closer so you can see my hands. See? You could probably actually hear this button being pressed and then this. So I'll do it again. Listen. Oop, that was too slow. So you can actually hear two things. So okay, there we go. That. Now, next is, once you get used to doing that, try running and then ground floating, right? Just run, ground float. Don't try to run and then immediately ground float. You want to build a muscle memory of just dashing and then ground floating. So dash, ground float, dash, ground float, dash, ground float, dash, ground float. See, the way I'm messing up there, some of you guys, you might start up that way messing up. Dash, ground float, dash, ground float, dash, ground float, dash, ground float, dash, ground float. So when you dash, just press jump and down, and then you get that. If you press jump and down and let go of the stick, you keep your momentum pretty much. Watch here. See how Peach kind of keeps her momentum going? Oops, messed up. See that? Kind of keeps momentum when you let go of the stick. So once you get used to that, try to speed up the timing. Like if you're over here, let's say we're gonna dash. When we get here, we'll float, right? So here, we'll float. So do that. So there you go. Floating right there. Now, once you get used to that, try to do it a little bit sooner. And then try to break your record until it's a point, you know, where you can kind of do it back and forth. And practicing all directions, you know, set a line where, alright, I'll dash here, going to the left, and then I'll float. And then try to do it faster, I'll do it here, and then I'll do it here. And then once you get used to doing it, you know, like this, mix it up, try to go left and right, left and right, left and right. You know, left, right, you know. And then once you get used to, you know, that, it becomes muscle memory. Try to do it faster. Pick up the speed a little bit. You know. Pick up the speed. And then try to do it faster. And faster. And then faster. Ah! I think that's as fast as I can go. I think I can go faster than that. But I don't know, I just keep it at a speed where I'm cool with it. I think I can. Oh my god, I'll break this character. Alright, so now you have that, right? Next, when you get that down, you know, you can do this. Now you have to implement dash dancing, which is this. Peach has one of the better dash dancings or pivots, whatever you want to call it, in the game. So you basically do this, and when you do that, do the QFR, which is, you know, quick float release. So mix dash dancing with QFR. So dash dance, and then QFR after you dash dance. Ooh. See? And then you get that. And that's basically it. That's all it is. So you can, you know, move, mix it up, kind of like if you're playing melee. You know, the uses of wave dash and melee, that's basically the uses of this. You know. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize for the quality of the camera. I do have another capture card, but for some reason it doesn't work when it comes to, you know, exploiting this type of stuff. It only works for a certain program. But I will definitely upgrade. As you can see, I'm making videos now with XSplit and all this cool stuff here that I have going on. So yeah, man, I'm stepping my game up, slowly stepping it up, man. So I do apologize for this, but pretty much this is just to show and explain how it's done. Now, when you get all that down, you could do stuff like, you know, you can go close to somebody and, you know, mix it up with turn-ups. You know, pretty much just, again, for those that play melee, you know the fundamentals of melee. Pretty much this is what this is. You know, it become hard to read. You can go in and out. And you can, you know, bait stuff. You know, just pretty much be creative with it, man. Mind games. You know, you're always in and out, man. You could do a lot of stuff with this. So yeah, and that's basically how you QFR. So, you know, practice, you know, just go in training mode and try to practice your, you know, your movement. QFR out of anything. QFR to jab. Oh, that wasn't jab. Jab. QFR to, you know, nairs. You pretty much. Oh my god, I'm messing up these nerves. I'm going a little too fast here. There you go. So yeah, man, and that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more tips from me in the future with videos made like this, you can follow me on Twitter, and you can also follow me on Twitch, which I will start streaming very soon. Now that I got all this, you know, I'm in this box. I got Peach down there. I got the camera over there. Come on, man, I got everything, man. Look, Peach's soulmate, she don't know what's going on anymore. She's like, oh my gosh, she's seen stars. Like, it's out of this world. So yeah, man, thanks for tuning in. Hope this was a very helpful tutorial. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Peace.